Hi Venkatesh, good morning. Please come. Is it audible to all?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So now, so whatever we discussed previously, that is general demonstration. Now it is a subject related conclusion. So then we are following how the tools are impacting is today's session. Tomorrow I will show one, I will do one project out and out just within 20 minutes. 20-25 minutes, I will show the complete fraudulent project beginning to ending, how we are predicting the future credit card customers. For fulfilling itself for the students, it takes 3 months time. Okay, like so many tools are there. If you want to write beginning coding, beginning to ending with the coding, it takes 3 months. Without coding, some smart tools also there, like a rapid miner and a rattle, some advanced tools. Just 25 minutes you can fulfill the project. Then why should you waste your 3 months time? Okay, that is also I'm going to show. So, so this is the data science life cycle. For maintenance, either production maintenance or database maintenance, we are using this kind of techniques. For communication, reporting always, visualization, business intelligence, MIS, and DDS, data decision systems. It's all the technical words. For analyzation, exploitatory conformity, predictive regression testing, and something. Just now I copied this. And processing, data mining, classification, modeling, all. So processing means continuous process. It's for the data mining from the large data to decision. That's why they're saying it's mining. So how can you maintain? Through web analytical tools, through data warehousing, through clouds, you can maintain these ones. So this process officially looks like this. Officially looks like this. Look at this. He's a business manager, your stakeholder. Your stakeholder has a lot of problems, which is hidden problems. Nobody knows. If you know what is the problem, you can give the direct solution. You doesn't know what is the problem. That's why we are doing experiments. Who can do the experiment? Scientists can do the experiments. For conducting experiments, you have to implement hypothetical assumptions. Maybe this may be problem. It's all hypothetical assumption. Hypothetics means if you have a four-wheeler taken by bank, you can see the vehicle is hypothecated by bank. House is hypothecated by bank. Hypothecated means imagination. The scientist, most of the scientists should have imagination thinking. Automatically problem solutions you can get it. If you're not having own thinking, you never get any solution. You have to depend on some other one. Okay. So based on your assumption, identify the data. Okay. Once you have a data, you should know how to prepare the data. Once the data prepared, apply the exploration for knowing about yesterday. It is called descriptive. Once your exploration is done, based on descriptive, it gives some patterns. The patterns depends upon the patterns you can go for building models. That is the next level. The model buildings will give some conclusions. What happens? All question marks it will give. Where, why, when, what happens. Okay, that is a model building. This model, once the model building has been done, somebody will validate. He is the exact IT person. So see the photos also. It's not my slide. SAS Corporation slides. The validation person looks like a gentle and hard worker. The model will be validating by him. So this person should have only complete database knowledge and data architecture knowledge and reportings, deployment knowledge. Deployment. Okay, this person is a scientific knowledge, only data science knowledge. This person is analytical knowledge. He is not relevant to you. If you combine all these three people, you are the data scientist. You should know the deployment, you should know the modeling, you should know how to track the problem for giving solutions to this manager. Okay, once the model deployed, then it's giving result. The result is looks like a 24 hours car price. If you're entering your car details, it will predict your price. So that is belongs to your stakeholder, your client. Okay, now. So this is the general process. This is general process. So the steps involving in advanced data science, this one. In our session, Python, R, SPSS, SAS, JMP, Veka, Excel. Beginning day, I told only 2-3 tools. When I'm saying 4-5 tools, first day, people will run away from here. How can you handle this many tools? You go for any tool. Regression is not changing. Average is not changing. Mode is not changing. Histogram is not changing. A plus B whole square is not changing. Okay, y is equal to mx plus is not changing. You should know how to utilize the tool. Okay, first step, raise the relevant business question. That's why I told 2020s, it's a 1950s, the companies are paying less salaries for the statistical person because the question is very easy, data is expensive. Now the first point is raise the question. Who can raise the question? Domain person can raise the question. If you are a domain expert, you know what is the problem. The problem is not confirmed, assessing the problem, assuming the problem. It is called H0, null hypothesis, assumption. Example, Apple 11x is there. Who is the buyers? Who knows who is the buyers? Nobody knows. But you are assessing maybe young people are the buyers. Is it right? Go for the historical data. You see the trends when the mobile is launching for coming 3-4 months. Who is buyers? So based on the patterns, you can predict who will be the buyers. So relevant to the business question. Then frame the hypothesis. Your assumption. Once your assumption is done, you try to access the data for the relevant business question. Once you have a data, clean the data, validate the data. Then you can go for fifth step, EDA analysis, which is visualization, summarization. The visualization, summarization, both are the same. Visualization is like a Harry Potter book, DVD types. Summarization is Harry Potter novel type. Novel will give the detailed information. Summarization will give brief information, quick information, but both are the same. Okay, so once the fifth step is done, go for automation, because you know how to give the solutions. You are trying to make automation. Automation is through Python or SPSS and other things. It's a automation, continuous process, which is called machine learning and artificial intelligence. The seventh is summarization of the visualization. Summarization of the visualization. If you see the difference, fifth step and the seventh step both are the same. Then what is the difference? Fifth step summarization is historical data. Seventh step summarization is after prediction, you are giving again summarization. After prediction, you are giving summarization. Once the summarization is clear, you are going for the deployment, then feedback. Am I right? Now, if you look at this, Rutgers University, one of the top ranking university, you see the steps. Identify the problem, prepare the data, explore the data, model the data, evaluate the data, deploy the data. Okay, now I'm opening deployment of the data. Present to Microsoft Azure, you can deploy the product, whatever the models you build, you can deploy it. Through Docker, you can deploy. Through Google Cloud, you can deploy. Just a moment. Through Google Cloud, you can deploy. Through Amazon Azure, you can deploy. So many deployment tools are there. Whatever your production product, the product is launching through cloud server. Okay, now that is called deployments. See the model deployments, data science tools or clouds, which whatever I told. Why companies are asking C, C++, Java till now, just for deploying your model? Why companies are asking SQL, PL, SQL, and other languages, deploying the models? So there is a new word also, PMML, Predictive Model Marker Language, Markdown Language, XML, HTML. So all you can convert into HTMLs, XMLs, that deployments you can do it. For freshers, it's a little complicated now, complicated subject. For experienced people, quickly they can understand. Example, through Visual Basic, you're deploying the regression model. So whatever I told, 24 car price prediction. There is a text box, car name, car model, engine type, kilometers, manufacturing year, then submit. It will give three ratings: best performance, low performance, or medium performance. The car price is predicting. So those are all the input variables. If you're entering some values, it will give the prediction. The prediction will give based on this. You see whatever highlighted. This is x variable, this is x2 variables, this is x3 variable, this is alpha variable, this is beta 1, this is beta 2, some beta 3. So finally, y is equal to alpha plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus beta 3 x3 plus error is the regression model. For understanding this, you have to wait minimum 1.5 months. Okay, na? See, I'm not saying, see the regression model. Regression model. X is nothing but a age. X2 is nothing but a salary. X3 is a location. Based on the age, based on the salary, based on the location, I can predict what is your salary. What is your wage, salary, X2, X3. Yeah. So what is your age? So this is, I can predict your age based on your salary, based on your location, based on your job. Or else vice versa, location also you can predict, or else salary also you can predict. So who will give this 7.1? Who will give this 1.32? Who will give this values? How did you get these values? How did you get these values? How did you get these values? The data scientist is giving this value after doing lot of experiments. Okay, na? The programmer is taking these values. Then what is the 31? 31 is your income. 25 your age. Location is so and so. Then it is predicting something. The income is not changing. Maybe next year it is changing. The location is not changing. Next year maybe you can relocate to some other one. Your age can be changed. Today is 25, tomorrow is 26. But beta values, whatever I showed, this is not changing. Okay, na? I will show how to do this in open source tools. Minimize this. Minimize this. Okay. Open the R. I'm using Rattle. Of course, 14 people are there. How many people are aware of the Rattle? Python? What is the difference of the Python and Rattle as per the Discovery channel?
It uses some data.
In Discovery channel, Python is a powerful snake, Rattle also powerful snake. Both are the snakes. Rattle, which means the,
Rattle is faster, sir.
sorry.
Rattlesnake is faster than Python.
Yes, you might got, are you getting my point? Rattle is a powerful than Python. That is a 2021. Got it? So I will show evidence to you. IIM Bangalore syllabus I will show to you. So that's what I'm saying. Instead of believing local institutes trends, follow the universities and the top layer universities approaches. That's always better for you, better for understanding. This is the course objective by IIM. Hands-on experience software such as Simplex, Microsoft Excel, Lynda, Python, or SPSS, Rattle. Of course, TensorFlow also. Why you are focusing on only TensorFlow? Many people are asking me, Venkat, can you teach TensorFlow? Yes, TensorFlow is only for the deep learning. For understanding deep learning, whatever I showed the formula that is required, regression. But understanding regression, complete statistics, mathematics is required. That's a continuous process. It's a continuous process. I will show that also. So this is business, and of course, title is business analytics. Inside content is data science. I showed very clearly. 2021. Still the course is going on. Last year, June month it started. This month, February, up to February, back to next month, the course is running. Got it? Titles. You see the content inside. Of course, new participants are there. Just for new participants, I'm showing again. The content is visualization, summarization for the data science people. Predictive, supervised learning, data preparation and imputations, KNN techniques, KNN algorithms, same Excel or Python, SAS, SPSS they're recommending for the predictions. The same trend I'm following. We are also copy master. Okay. Prescriptive models, model optimizations. Factor principle, such kind of top end techniques. Then machine learning, neural network, association, boosting, bagging, recommendations. The last one is artificial intelligence. Okay, ANN, CNN, RNN. That's it. It's easy content, but many people are complicating this one. If you go for particular scenario, quickly you can understand. Come back. So the summarization, visualization to the prediction, then deployment, right? That rattle I'm opening, I'm going to take one business data, desktop. This is your case studies. I'm going to use this many case studies for bank prediction. Bank prediction I'm doing. Bank data, I'm selecting. Then I got all the variables. The last one, I didn't select anything. The system selecting as a target. That is the power of the rattle. System selected is a target because in open source tools, the last variable you should assign as a target variable. Target variable means I have to predict who is a good customer, bad customer. Got it? So I will show how the real data. Same case studies, bank campaign, bank data set. This is the data which I used. 2014, of course, tomorrow official I'm going to use this one. 2009 to 14, some of the customers taken loan, auto loans. This is the transaction of the customers, random transactions. 2014, they completed a loan. A bank declared some customers are good customers, some customers are bad customers. See, S is a good customer, no is a bad customers. They know who is the good customers, bad customers. Okay. Again, 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 I'm going to show one more data. The same data, most all. Bank fraud. I have a two data. One is old data, another one is new data. New data means 2015 to 20. Again, bank issued loan for 13,000 people. The loan is going on. COVID time. You should predict who is becoming defaulters. So based on 2009 and 14, you have to predict who is becoming a defaulter. If you are predicting someone is a defaulter, you have to separate the data, keep on calling to them. Your deadline is the 10th of every month, but first you are giving reminding call, 5th you are sending message, 7th you are keep on calling, because you are suspecting he is the defaulter. Who is giving? He is the defaulter. Data scientist is giving because it is running data. Based on what? Based on completed data. Based on the previous loans transactions, you have to predict. Historical data is 2009 to 14, future data 15 to 21, 5 years data. So now this is the historical data. In historical data, the last variable is a target variable. You see, explore the data. The first step, test distribution, correlation, principal components, descriptive, basics, curtices, covenants, all the content. Then test the data. T test, F test, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, Wilcox test, some other tests are there because it's an advanced tool recommending by IIM Bangalore and IIM Calcutta, IIM Ahmedabad. If you're not believing IIM's helpless, no use. Okay. And transformation, whatever the content is there, as for me it is 60% only. I go again 40% I have to follow from some other tools like SAS and SPSS, some etc. tools. Transformation, clustering, association, those are all the process. This is the modeling. In that model, neural network is there, linear is there, supporting vector machine, boosting and bagging, random forestry, decision tree, etc. is there. Now I'm using linear. When I'm selecting linear, it is showing logistics. Why the logistics? Why can't it's a numerical? It's a different story. Click on it. It is given prediction. How is it becoming prediction? Whatever I showed beta values, this is estimators. This is the values. This value, this value, this value is the beta values. Got it? In deployment, in previous deployment, I'm taking this value, this value, this value only. I'm not taking other values. Why? There is a star marks. The star marks is called significant values. I know present it is significant. You don't know why it is a significance. The significance understanding statistics, mathematics is required. Hypothesis related questions. You feel this is x1, this is x2, this is x3. Whatever the age is there, the age is nothing but a cash credit. Whatever the salary is there, the salary is nothing but cash deposit. Whatever one more location is there, the location is nothing but this one. If you combine all this, it's giving either it's a good customer or bad customer. It is giving either it's a good customer or bad customer. So now, whatever the star marks is there, You see, significance of 2 stars is a 99% significant, 0.5% significant. What is the 5%, 0% significance? It's all $1 million question. Just I can run it, but who can understand? How can you understand? That's important point. See, ANOVA is there, chi-square is there, pseudo R-square is there. Okay, probability of chi-square is there, residual is there. Those are all mathematics and clear statistical subject. But the tool is Rattle tool. No need to look for this one. This is the code. This is the standard. Everybody can run the code. But how could you understand these techniques? See, this is the mean, minimum, quartile, median, maximum. You should know the basics. Mean, mode, median, etc. Okay. So now minimum, Q1, median, Q3, maximum, standard error, Z value, okay, chi-square, ANOVA, residual. Remember these keywords. You come to our syllabus, you can see each and every keyword in the syllabus. Median, skewness, range, minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3. Skewness, ANOVA, chi-square, residual. It's a regression. Okay, so why I'm giving this syllabus from, there is a systematic way we are following this content. Okay, so just for understanding the deployment, I showed some such kind of things. The deployment is the last session. The deployment is last one. The last one will give the code, but who can fulfill these previous points? If you see the content, data science content, the same, univariate, bivariate, correlation, chi-square, histogram, skewness, range, min, max, etc., z-score, etc. is there. Got it? The seventh step, after fulfilling all the data science content, we can do the seventh step, then deployment, then feedback. Feedback means you suspected you are the good customer. The prediction also should give the same good customer. That is monitoring. Then you can say, okay, my result is close to my assumptions. Got it? So the first question, how to raise the business question? 2020 November, Apple is launching X Pro. Who will buy it? Every bank is taking historical data, then they're predicting that they're giving discount offers. Yes Bank is a recently collapsed bank. Due to Corona economic crisis, who will becoming defaulter? Predict them. In Big Basket, during the COVID lockdown time, who will buy mutton for increasing more nutrition from the customer side, ROI from Big Basket side. Okay, beers and diapers, why people are buying together? What will be the reason? Beers and buyers are together buying. So how to predict whether he's a boy or girl? So based on the pills consumption, we can predict the medical point of view. The first month pregnant lady, what kind of medicine? Second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, seventh month, eighth month, they're going to buy the toys. If the mother is buying a toys, guns, okay, cars, such kind of things, that already they took a unofficial scanning. They're suspecting he's a boy. Of course, sometimes it's a misfiring also. If they're buying teddy bears, Barbie dolls, such kind of things, yes, they're going to girl. Prediction is very simple. So like how target group is predicting, how Walmart is predicting beers and diapers, why they're buying together. It's all assumptions. That assumption you have to fix like this. If you believe or not believe, go for IIT, triple IT, IIMs. This is the mandatory. This is all the statistics. The zero is your assumption. H1 is alternative assumption. Got it? So for that, we need a data. The data is looks like this. How to take the data process? Sorry. It's called ETL process. In ETL, two kind of process: SQL process, no SQL process. SQL is data warehousing, no SQL is Hadoop. Both are doing process. So beginning I showed one processing, reporting, storing. This is the processing. So finally it gives information to you. It gives information. That information is looks like this. This is all my own project's information. See, there is a three kind of data. One is a text data, another one is image data, then unorganized data, files data. I will show the first all these three data. So now this is image data. The image is converting into RGB data. The image is converting into RGB. I did one project for MIT University. Of 2015, I did this project. I'm going to give that case study also. Case studies, cancer prediction, text data. This is the data. It is a cancer impacted area image. That image, see, that's a megapixel. That image converting into RGB data. This is one kind of data. Just I copied this, I pasted there. From this, you have to predict who is becoming a 8th stage cancer patients. It is a breast cancer patients. 1 to 8 stages, 10 stages are there. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. This is the image converting into data of 2000 patients. When the 2001 patient working to the customers based on the biopsy, you have to predict what is the cancer stage. Okay, Weka we are using for this project. At the same time, just log down, I did one project for BBC. April 20. This is the data. Data means not Excel columns and rows. This is kind of the data. You have to read this data. Of course, suddenly if you are asking me to show how to do it, it takes a time. First, one by one, you have to gain it, learn it. Then obviously image. Everybody using the terminology, na image. This is image. Whatever it is, convert into matrix information. Convert into matrix data. Okay. So this is on just a minute. How to read the data in Python? There is a 3 stages in Python. First, red color, raw data, this looks like this. This can be image, it can be text, it can be numbers. Image, text, numbers. Numbers is 0 to 9. Text is A to Z. Image is a picture. Can you show more than this involved? This we are converting into matrix. So that's why for every data science beginning, matrix they're teaching. But in Python, we are saying it's a numpys. Numpys. So the matrix will converting into numbers. Yes. Images are converting into number. Text is converting into numbers. It's coding and encoding. Numbers also converting into numbers. Then the last layer is whatever it is, the numbers making into frames. That's why pandas. It is very simple, as much simple. NumPy's pandas is required. Whenever it is NumPy's, then only you can apply the mathematical algebra statistical techniques. Whenever it is a pandas, then only you can take a frames. But direct raw data, we cannot. Okay, this is the data processing. 3 steps. So after the 3 steps, your data is becoming like this. Your data is becoming like this: data transformation, data preparation, cleaning and validation. What next? What next? Until here, the data scientist not involving. If you know, it's well and good. Data pre-processor is doing. Oracle, Google tool is doing image converting. Per Excel company is doing this kind of projects. Okay, so then ML, AL, AI data science roles will come to the picture. Whatever the image data or text data or any data, data is data, A to Z. Image data also converting into numbers. That is called information for you, target information. Based on the target information, you have to take a fact-based decision making. Fact, which is a fact-based. For taking the fact-based decision making, scientist is required. Or ML person, if you're making automation, AI person, it's image version. You should know how to summarize the information. You should know how to visualize the information. I'm talking about information. I'm not saying the data. Summarization, visualization is knowing about yesterday. Then based on the summarization, visualization patterns, you're understanding, you're predicting. The prediction is statistics. You're estimating. Estimatics is mathematics. You're forecasting. Forecasting is economics. Economics is IIM. Mathematics is ISI. Sorry, IIT. Prediction is ISI. IIM, ISI, IIT. I studied all these three universities. అవి నా సర్టిఫికేట్స్ అనుకున్నా చూసుకోండి, నమ్మకపోతే ఓపెన్ చేసి చూసుకోండి, మొత్తం కనిపిస్తాయి. ఓకే, సో ద డేటా సైన్స్ ఈస్ IIM, ISI, IIT. IIT is programming and mathematics and algebras. ISI is statistics. IIM is decision making. So one is a forecasting, estimation, prediction. These three combinations is mandatory required. The tool can be anything. The process is not changing. For using this is the 2020 top rating tools. Among the top ratings, Python is a 41% of the contribution. R is a next level contribution because small companies can't able to spend big money. But SPSS and Excel SAS is always evergreen, but protection is important. Okay, cost is very cheap. HSBC Bank can go for open source tools? No. They are using dedicatingly SAS. All the financial companies are using SAS. All clinical trials, they have to use SAS as per the FDA rules. Okay, Python is there. We can't spend money means they won't give drug approval. For the clinical trial, SAS is mandatory. Asian countries, SPSS is the best one. If you're not believing, Google the jobs in Naukri.com, you can understand. Just how many jobs are there for these tools and other tools, you can compare it. This is all the data science tool which is familiar by institute, like top companies. I'm using Python, I'm using R console, I'm using Ratil, I'm using Commander, we are using Weka. Ruby is a future tool, not sure. Excel we are using, SPSS we are using, JMP little, SAS manner, extension level, Base as enterprise also good level. And Tableau. 8 tools we are using. Commercial tools always evergreen. Open source tools, it comes and goes. Vastundi potundi. No guarantee. Keep on changing. 2020, so of course, 00 is available, tools are available, data science, subject correction. Okay. So now, why people are familiar with the deep learning only? In deep learning, there is a technique, RNN. That RNN is nothing but a time series. Sir, can you teach RNN? Yes, I will teach RNN. RNN is what? Time series. Deep learning. Step by step is there here. So, those are all time series related things. See, it's a trend of the production. Don't focus on the code. Code automatically can gain it. It will come. It is also train the data, validate the data, check a validation. These 3 steps are not fulfilling your job. These 4-5 steps are not fulfilling your job. So backside there is a key important points are there. Bad propaganda, forward propaganda is there. So problem with the traditional time series forecasting, we are using all this RNN model. It's a linear regression univariate. The name itself is because the people are following only neural network, RNN. In that neural network, what is there? Long-term forecasting, short-term forecasting. It's a carry forward into some other things. They're focusing on only this one. This one. But I will show one material to you. What we are going. See, this is a 2020 terminals deep learning I'm talking. Minimize this. How our material, it's not preparing by me, it's prepared by some top university professor. I copied from him. I purchased from this person. Time series forecasting. Okay. Indirectly, I'm exploring the RNN model. Time series forecasting. Same beta values, alpha values. 7 carry forwarding to 8, 8 carry forwarding to 9, 9 carry forwarding to 10, 10 carry forwarding to 11, 11 is carry forwarding to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which is this one is carry forwarding to here, this one is carry forwarding to here. So why people are not following that way? It's very wrong pattern. Very wrong pattern. As I told, econometrics is most important. Okay, now see, MLP is a class of feed forward artificial neural network, ANN, usually consisting of 3 layers: input layer, hidden layers, and output layers. If you go with this way, your subject is dead easy. Too much easy. That is the ARIMA model, GARIMA models, and all time series models. That is the RNN. Then time series, and whenever I'm saying time series, people are running away. Oh my God, he's not a upgraded person. That is what somebody told. Oh, it's time series. I don't want a time series, but I need RNN. Just to read it in Google, you see some of the articles, you can see what is the truth. Deep learning for time series, and why deep learning we are saying. It is a giving prediction for each and layer to layer. Understanding the deep learning model for the time series forecasting and their advantage over traditional models like ARIMA. If you're using TensorFlow, it takes normally it takes 1 hour. TensorFlow takes a minutes of the time. That's the difference. Okay. Any complexity problem, it will give quickly result. The power of future learning and native supported by convolutional neural network and recurrent neural network. This is the CNN, RNN, ANN. So, if you are 2 years experienced person in industry, you are saying it's a deep learning, TensorFlow, Keras. If you're a 10 years experienced person, this is also ARIMA models. If you're a 20 years experienced person like me, what I can say, in world language, it is ARIMA model. The middle language is ARIMA in Excel and SPSS. The latest, as for the machine learning, it is statistical models. As for the 2020 artificial intelligence, it is a ANN, RNN, Keras and TensorFlow. Silly point, some students are calling, sir, are you teaching TensorFlow, Keras? Keras and TensorFlow is a platform for implementing RNN, CNN, ANN. Got it? Again, I'm saying Python is a platform, but what you have to use in Python? So 1990, the word is different, time series. 2000 also the word is same, time series. Now the word has been changed. It's a deep learning. It's a deep learning. That's a forecasting. Come to the functional. Functional is regression. In 1959, we are saying it's a regression. 1990, we are saying it's a linear regression. 2020, as per the prediction, you are saying it's a prediction. 2021, you are saying it's a deep learning, which is called ANN. ANN. Classification models. 1959, you are saying it's a logistics regression. 1990, non-linear regression. You can see 2020 prediction. 2021, again deep learning, again ANN. RNN, CNN, ANN. Okay, I'm minimizing this. There is one famous data scientist in the world. Now she's working with Harvard. She used to work with the ISB also in Hyderabad. ఇవన్నీ మనకి ఎందుకు అనుకుంటారు, but you have to follow it. Book reading is important, not a Google. Google is search engine. It gives whatever you're searching. Simple. Why I'm suggesting don't believe the Google. It depends upon the attitude. If you search Tata is a good customer, Tata is a good entrepreneur, it gives all achievement of the Tata. If you search Tata is a fraud, then it will show Calcutta nano plant and some of the scams. See how much where we are is you have to understand first point. In Google, if you're searching good, it will give good. If you're searching bad, it will be the bad. Example, Tata. All the Tata scams will come. Tata achievements also will come. See, this is a data mining by Galit Shamyal. You search about her, you can understand who is she. Almost more than 50 books he written. Data mining business XLRI. Number of books he wrote. She's a role model for the universal. She's from Italy. Okay. Her book we are using. Page number, I remember 169. It's a neural network. As usual, it is a artificial neural network for classification, prediction, and classification and prediction. Prediction is a number, classification is a character. Why I'm showing all this? Easy to understand the subject. Don't go for complication yourself. As I told, input layer, hidden layers, and output layers. Come down. It is all beta values. Whatever I showed previously, visual basic, that's a beta value, beta value. This beta value is carry forwarding to here. This is carry forwarding to here, carry forwarding. Neurons, like how your brain neurons, it's going like that. You please remember this formula. 1 by 1 plus exponential of regression. 1 by 1 plus exponential of regression values. This is beta x1, beta 2, x2, error value. 1 by 1 plus exponential of x1, beta 1, x2, beta 2, x2, 3, beta 3. The relationship with linear regression and regression. Got it, my point? The relationship with the linear regression and logistics regression, which means for understanding neural network, this both subject is mandatory. You should not escape, no chance to escape. If I'm using only Python, you doesn't know this one. Importing the libraries, open the Keras, open the TensorFlow, apply the function, close, class is done. But inside there is regression and logistics regression. This is the logistics regression formula. This is regression formula. How this both are related, they explained very clearly. Because inside algorithm you should know. Inside algorithm you should know. So now, why I'm showing this one? All these three models. Our goal is 2020, artificial neural network. Okay, you joined for artificial neural network. For understanding artificial neural network like a CNN, RNN, ANN, this process is required. Statistics is required. That is mean, mode, median, deviation, CVI, and something. And mathematics is required. Continuous distribution, discrete distribution, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution. Based on this, you are expecting expected mean, expected variance. Expected mean, expected variance. Expected mean variance for the statistics, expected mean variance for the mathematics. Manually, I will show how to do it with the good PPTs, presentations. You're not going to implement. You should understand. System is doing your job. From this, again, whatever I showed, hypothesis, t-test, z-test, f-test, ANOVA, and etc. From this mathematics, chi-square, pseudo-chi-square, goodness of fitness. From the last 1 hour, I can't say all keywords you can remember. Some of the keywords you can remember. The blue color is a alpha plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2. The green color is 1 by 1 plus exponent, of course. This is beta 1 x1 beta 2 into x2. This is 1 by 1 plus exponential of regression. That is one formula. This is 1 by 1 plus exponential of minus regression. If you combined both together, 1 by 1 plus exponential minus that formula is done. That is a deep learning ANN, CNN, RNN formula. It is called sigmoid formulas. Okay, and logic formulas. So our target is deep learning. Okay, deep learning. But before, who will do? Of course, Python is doing. If Python is doing, why companies are recruiting you? They can go for the programmer now. Okay, you should understand. Human should give guidance to the system. So that's why we need a complete out and out subject. So this is one algorithm, but 2021, 45 algorithms we identified with the referenced by Harvard and North Carolina and ISB, some top my colleagues and my 170 companies experience. This is the algorithms where we have to follow. Murtyunjay Garu, I remember, previously I discussed one model, hazard model. This is the hazard model. I told ANN deep learning models. This is the time series, Nami model, average model, weighted moving, smoothing, and some etc. Okay. See, PCA, cluster, association, recommendation, cut, shade, entropy, pruning, non-pruning, logit, probit. Those are all the models. The models are very clearly going to save this one. Clearly specified here. If you followed these algorithms, you go for anywhere. I'm challenging. Why can't you get a job? Then what they will ask in interview? Nobody will ask coding. If it is a telephonic interview, if they're asking coding, you can Google it because it's free of cost. They will ask you programming questions if it is a SAS, SQL, my MS SQL, or some other data warehousing things because it's a commercial. You never get it. Open source, nobody will ask the questions in programming because it's called open source. But they will ask questions in subject. See, this is only one regression model. The regression has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 algorithms are there in regression. Logistics regression, this many algorithms are there. Decision tree, this many. Random forest, navigation, KNN, cluster, PCA, SVM, neural network, prior algorithm, recommended, time series, and hazard. All the models we are implementing coming days. Now, how the subject is easy, I'm showing one powerful tool in industry, that is SPSS. We know how many jobs are there in SPSS. I'm showing, don't focus on complete Python. Latest tools, cyber security tools I'm showing. $6,000 combination jobs are there. Same count is there. Data science consultant for your company. You see what they're asking, particularly. Hands-on experience building statistical inferences models on ML platforms such as SPSS, SAS, R, and Python. Why can't you go for all these tools? Okay. Like you search any jobs, you will get the same scenario. That tool I'm opening. So yesterday I got one project. I did it also. Morning I started. It's completed. ICRISAT. From ICRISAT I got one project. I will show what I did. By 11 o'clock the client will come. This is one small research data. We did one analysis for this. That is the ANOVA we did. ANOVA as for the requirement. But I will show the complete data science content here. Forecasting is there. All the forecasting models. Classification, KNN, hierarchy, decision tree, navigation is there. Regression, logistics, binomial, multinomial, ordinal, probit models are there. Dimension reduction, factor analysis. You can see here, PCA, and survival models also, complexity models. Those are all the survival models. Krog, Snell, logistics. Those are all the survival models. And a neural network. And ANOVA, MANOVA, descriptive statistics, cross tabulations, etc., etc. Complete. I'm not saying it's 100%. If it's 100%, everybody comes to IBM tool. Okay, na? That is one tool. I showed R. Those are all the tools and techniques. I'm closing this. I'm going to show on server. This is a server. It's complete to suit one business, complete company business solutions. Dataflex, Apache, JMP, Java, Microsoft Office, Oracle, everything is there. But in SaaS, these many tools are available. Too many tools are available in SaaS. Okay. Example, I'm opening one tool, which is Enterprise Guide. Those are all highly demanded tool for banking sector and healthcare sector. Again, same ANOVA, same regressions, same multivariates, right? Cluster, factor, principal, canonical, survival analysis. Okay. Time series. The latest survival analysis, why we are using, if you are a Geo subscriber, I can predict when you are going to close your subscription. That is the latest trend analysis. Please guys remember, if you're a Netflix customer, when you are going to terminate your membership, I can predict when you are going to uh, subscribe AHA, we can predict it. If you're a cancer patient, we can predict when you are going to die. If you're Airtel customers, we can predict when you are going to change your subscriber Vodafone. It is called survival analysis. They see how the terminal survival, hazard models, human survival, subscriber survival, Netflix survivor, Amazon survivor. Now Amazon is surviving on you. When you are terminating, Amazon doesn't know, but Amazon can predict you. If Amazon is predicting, instead of 300 rupees, Venkatesh, we will give you a special offer 200 rupees. Then they can hold sometimes. That is the latest algorithms. You please take care about those things. Okay, na? So this is the complete, again, I told you JMP, no? JMP tool also. This is one of the SaaS, it's acquired by SaaS right now. If you see, analyzing histogram, model, same time series, neural network, non-linear, multilinear, principal component, cluster, survival model, all are there. In every tool, survival is there. In every tool, survival is there. But open source tools like Python are no survival. Why? Maybe they're going to add coming versions. Why the survival is familiar right now? Why the survival is long back? Cancer patient long back also there. But AHA is not long back. AHA OTT platform recently. Recently, so many platforms are there. Whoever subscriber, now they want to predict who is a good customer, who is going to be disconnect with my subscriber. That's why they need a definitely called survival analysis persons. That's why the demand is good right now. 2019-18, there is no demand because the platform is starting. The customers are walking to the store. No need to go for termination. When the competitors are there, then you have to predict when he's going to survival. Okay. So previously Airtel is a kingmaker, Bharti Airtel. After Jio, everything is changed. Then Airtel needs survival analysis model. Now one more company is coming, Then Geo is a survival model. Long back, Netflix is only using recommendation systems. Netflix is using recommendation system. It's open truth. Every analyst know about it. So if you're watching movie, it's recommending which is the next movie. That is outdated. Now you have to apply survival. We don't know when he is moving to Star, Disney, or OTT, or Sun Network, or something, because competitors are there after lockdown. So keep on, the techniques are changing, technologies are changing. You have to upgrade it always. Okay. So that upgraded techniques, I hope I'm giving. If it is not enough, please recommend me. We will include some more techniques also. Okay. So whatever I showed the content, this content, absolutely we are following for coming sessions. I need minimum 3 months time to implementing these techniques. 3 months time. All this 45. Okay now. So thank you guys. Thank you very much, each and everyone. See you tomorrow. From beginning session, like beginning sessions, like a mean, mode, median, with the case studies, with the proper case studies. Now I completed this part only. Now I have to move this one. Whatever the subject I'm teaching, compare with the triple IT syllabus, parallelly, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta syllabus always. Okay. If I'm wrong track, please suggest me. Maybe I can convey you. I can show why I'm showing that. Otherwise, I can skip it. Okay, now your requirement as well as my knowledge both are important here. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow with the beginning session. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much, all of you.